Hi everyone, so happy you took the time again to come over and watch a new video from Dyanne, and my name is Janny. Of course, for everyone who is new here, on our channel we do lots of DIYs, home decor and home decorate with me. If you like this content, we hope you will consider subscribing, and of course if you're already here for a long time, you know we are very appreciated what you do for us because you're giving us lots of beautiful comments and support. Thank you so much for that. And of course, like I always say, enough talking, let's see what we are up to today. So these are the main things we need for our Christmas DIY, and of course this will be two little signs for Christmas, and I am going to make them of course with my own twist on it. So we need two little canvases from 20 by 20 and some painter steer sticks. This is the two things we need, the main things, and of course we just need a little bit of paint, a little bit of wax, and of course some little trees and some little things to decorate it with, but you see that later on. So what we're going to do first is just doing the canvas of our two pictures, because we don't need the canvas on zich, but we just need the little wooden frames. And of course I'm going to get it off and I show you later how they look like, because this is taking a little while to get the nails out of it, and I won't bother you with that, so I'll be back in a moment. So here you see how they already turned out. Now the canvas is removed. What I'm going to do, because I want to give it a wooden panel behind it, I am going to measure it out. Of course they were 20 by 20, so I think I need 19 to get them behind my frame. And of course I'm going to saw them first so I can show you how they are looking like. So here you see all the painter steer sticks I just saw on the measurement I need. And of course what I'm going to do right now, I'm just going to turn them all around and I'm going to give them a white color coat. So I am going to paint them all first. So you see I just take some easy white paint and just paint the sides and of course the tops. But you don't have to paint the back side, of course, unless you want to, but you don't need to. Just give it, it doesn't have to be very nicely, because you will distress it later on to give it a wood feeling. Yeah, it is wood of course, but you know what I mean, a little bit of a distressed feeling. So I am going to do all 14 of them, and then we go further to glue them inside of our little frame. So in the meantime we are waiting that my little painter steer sticks are dried. I'm going to put this frame with some wax. I use some furniture wax, but if you want to color it in another color, in the black, in the gray, just do whatever you like. If you want to stain it, stain is a little bit the same like doing some furniture wax on it. Of course this is so much cheaper and I really love it. And the only thing, the smell is really, really, yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I don't like it, but it's very strong. Let's say this way. So I'm going to give it some furniture wax, and of course I will do both of the frames out of camera. But you see already how your frame is just changing only with some wax on it. So, but I always do it with some furniture wax, but of course you can do it, like I said, you can do it with anything you like. So I'm going to do this, two of them, so they can dry also. Then we are ready to glue the little panels behind our frame. So what we're going to do right now, you just see here is also dried up and the little painter sticks are dried up. I'm going to turn it around and I'm going to glue my sticks on top of my frame, and if I am measured out correctly, I can glue it this way on top of my little frame. And of course one over here. And now I hope I measured out okay. So this is one, and so I will do all the rest of them. So I will show you one more and one over here, and just one beside each other, and so go on, and then I show you, and of course I will turn it around for you for a moment. And you see here already, of course, when I have removed my glue, you know me, I'm always under the glue. But you see, he is turning around already so nice. So I'm going to do the rest. So here you see already how our little picture frame turned out, and I'm so happy with the result. If you see here, you see, because wood is always working, so you see never you have a straight line most of the time with wood. So I am so happy that they also have little openings, and it gives more of an old feeling. And even our picture that we are going to use over here, it will also get a nice old feeling if you squeeze it hard inside of your wood, so it gives an even more rustic feeling. What I'm going to do, and you see already a little bit what I did over here, I just take a pencil, just a gray pencil, and just make little pieces gray over here, so it gives even more a little bit of an old feeling, just not a lot. Some, I always say here and there, but I don't think that's really great English, but it doesn't matter. You already know what it means. Just some pieces, not all everywhere. Just give it a little bit of the gray touch, so it will be a little bit of an old line. You see already what I mean. And if I am finished with both of them, then we are going to my computer and we are going to make a picture for a little bit down here. And here we're going to use some wooden letters, but here we're going to make our own picture. Two of them, one for this one and one for this one. Yes, I'm already back very quickly, because I just wanted to show you in between what's the difference it makes. Just do a little bit of your with your gray pencil. You already see how different it does make, because this one I didn't, and this one you see already I did, and it really makes a difference. So I'm going to do this one also, and then we're going to my computer. So here you see already what we made. We just made our own little picture. I'm now going to cut them out, and I'm going to try which one is the best and where I can place it. But first I'm going to cut them out. So here you see how both pictures turned out. I have one with a white joy and one with a red joy, and I have a little bit of a bigger truck and a little bit of the smaller one. I chose for this one, and I chose for this one. What I'm going to do right now is just going to take some Mod Podge and Mod Podges on top of my frame, and just squeeze it very hard in it, because I want to have a little bit that the structure of the wood is coming through my little frame, so it means that you can see a little bit of the shape which is under it. And of course, what I'm going to do, here above and under, I will do some wooden lettering, but I will do that later. First, I'm going to Mod Podge it on top of it. So you see here how both of them turned out, and I am really happy with how they're looking like. I think they give a little bit of the rustic feeling. Like I said, I'm going to do now some lettering on it. I hope I don't blind you right now, because I can see it, but maybe you're blind. I have these letters. I always buy them similar, like you have the Dollar Tree or the Dollarama, we have a shop called Action, so I am always buying my letters over there and I'm really happy with it. So I'm going to write here Christmas 2021, and of course here I will do Christmas 1965. So I will lay them out and then I show you. So here you see what kind of words and lettering I chose. I chose for Christmas 1965. It's not my age, at least not yet. I am already very old, but not as old as 1965. But for an old truck, I thought maybe an old year. And Christmas wish for this frame, and I am really happy how they both look like. So I'm going to Mod Podge them on top of my frame, and then these two DIYs are finished. And before I show you later the finished result, I just also distressed a little bit, also with the same pencil. I just also distressed a little bit of the lettering, because I am really loving it. A little bit of the gray tone also inside of it. It's just, you see it and you just don't see it, but lightly I distress it a little bit and it really looks so nice. So I finish it off, and then later on you will see the finished result. So here you see what we use for this DIY. These are the three main things. Only a couple of little things will come along, but I tell you that later, because it's always chaos with me. So you use a couple of the cones you find in the play section for your children in a store. So they are two. You need two of them. Two from the summer collection here in the Netherlands. They sell them for the summer stuff, and I bought two from this metal buckets, and of course two old sleeves from a sweater. So if you have an old sweater, just take two sleeves of it and use them for your Christmas decor. So you will see in a moment what we're going to make of it. So I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope you come along with me. So the first thing we are going to do is just distress the little planters a little bit. First I'm going to start with the white. So because I want to have them really a little bit wider than the color they are having right now. So I'm just going to, this will be a little bit more than I usually would do, but at the end it will turn out great. Don't worry. It looks now not like distressing, but it looks more like a little bit of painting. But don't worry, it will be okay, because I want him really a little bit lighter than he is right now. So I'm going to do both of them, or else it will take much too long. So I just show you a little bit in between. This is a little bit what I mean. I just painted them much wider than I would normally do, because I like it a little bit more contrast. So I'm doing a little bit more lighter, but of course choose any color you like, because every decor is different and unique. So make your own choice in colors. I'm going to do the next one also, and then we are going further with distressing. So what we're going to do right now, I take the black schoolboard paint and I'm going to distress a little bit with the black, because the top of my frame I will use is also black. So I will let the black come a little bit back, so I am pulling it together. So I'm going to do a little bit with the black, but I hope I can do it the way that it's, you see it and you don't see it. So I don't want to have it really heavy, just little pieces here and there, like I always say. And of course, like the sides of your little bucket, just do a little bit more, because then it looks a little bit old. And of course the top, don't forget the top of your, I hope I do it on camera that you can see what I do. So it's only little pieces, not a lot, and a little bit over here. And of course, is it too much, just work it away. And of course a little bit over here, and I'm working it a little bit with the white paint so I can get it a little bit lighter. That's why I don't wait that it's dried up yet, because I like a little bit that I can work with the white. But if you don't like the black, it's also fine too. Don't worry. So this is a little bit how it will turn out. And of course now after this one we are going to do the brown color. So, and at the end you will see it will work. At least I hope it will. So I will finish this. And now we are doing a little bit of the brown color, and also just a little bit where you normally would find some rust on your bucket. Just do a little bit of the brown color over there. Most of the sides where they made it together, there you find most of the time a little bit of the rust. So you see, just little touches, not a lot, because you don't have to see it real good. So, but you have to see it and you don't have to see it. So I'm only doing a little bit. And you see, especially beside this side, just do a little bit more over there. And of course at the tops. So, and I will finish them and then I show you the result. So in the meantime, while our planters are drying, I'm going to cut out with some scissors. I'm going to cut out the sides of my cone. So I'm going to get just the cone and not the sides in between. So I'm going to try and show you how easy it is, especially with you have the children's cones. And now we hope it will work. I'm sorry for the noise. So, but I just wanted to show you how easy it is just to cut them. You see already you did cut one, but if you have problems with your hand like me, this is not a great thing to do. But he is done. I'm going to do the next one, and then we are going to use our sleeve from our old sweater. So I'm going to do the next one. So you see I have one old sleeve from an old sweater. What I'm going to do is just cut this off, and I do it also with the second one, because we have two cones and we need two of them. And now we have two the same. What we are going to do is just cut the sides open. Of course I'm going to turn it inside out. It's a little bit easier just to cut in half. I've at least cut the sides open, like I said, not in half, but only the sides. I hope I show it to you right now on camera that I'm not cutting out of camera. So you see, now you have an open base for your cone. And what I'm going to do is just do some glue on it, and then I'm going to do our cone inside of my sweater, so it will be one big black Christmas tree. So what I'm going to do right now, I just opened like you saw earlier, I opened my sleeve. What I did, I totally forgot to tell you, just also in the cone I made a little opening so I can later put a little Christmas ball on top of it. So don't forget also to open this, and you can do some fabric inside of it. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to glue my cone with some glue. You can use any glue you like, which works for you the best. and I'm going to do laying on top of here. The only thing I don't know from this glue that if he gives white white spots on my fabric, so but we will see. So I'm going to work with it. Of course I'm going to do some glue also over here, so use enough glue. It doesn't matter, I always say you can better have enough than to, and of course just it is one big mess, but don't worry, it will be okay. And just turn your cone inside around your sweater. And of course, wait until you have the end. What you're going to do, just press it a little bit. And of course, we will see if this was a great idea or just a really bad idea, but then you don't get to see it. Yes, you will, because I always show my mistakes. So I will cut a little piece of my sweater off already. And of course this glue always needs a little time to get it stuck on my fabric, so don't worry. And of course then we are going to work this one inside of it. You see already it's already turning a little bit like a Christmas tree, so we will at the end we will have a Christmas tree. So you see the two cones are now inside of the fabric. I can tell you one thing, don't use all-purpose glue because it doesn't work. It doesn't work. With the second one I use my glue gun, and this that worked much better. So don't use the all-purpose glue because all the glue is drying up a little bit on the white color. So I fixed this because of course with my mother's tip I always use a little bit of the black shoe polish and dab it on top of it and let it dry, and then you can do wonders. But there's a tip, an old tip from my mother already, so use your glue gun, that's much better. What we're going to do right now is just going to do our containers of our planters, just how you call it. We are going to do some oases in, and then we are going to decorate the top of our planter. So you see here I took some greenery from last year. Everything is old, and of course some berries are also here for a long time. I have them in every color. And of course I will use the red and the green. And of course what I'm going to do is make a very simple neutral flat base, just to give it a little look when you look at your Christmas tree, which will be above here. So this is only to give it a neutral under piece. So I will do this, of course I will do one on camera, but I will move forward a little bit faster because or else it will take much too long for you. But I just wanted you to show also how easy it is just to make a simple base. So what I did, I took 2 pieces of the same measurement. Maybe you can use wooden dowels, if I am correct, from the wooden frames. Just you can stick inside of your piece. And of course I'm going to wrap this in with some ribbon. I am debating if I am do a little bit of the white and black plaid, or if I will do the brown color. I will see. So you see, both of them are in the ribbon right now, and what I'm going to do right now, I need a top of my an end of my Christmas tree, of course. What I'm going to do, I use 2 of the lemons, little mini lemons, but I'm going to, of course, make them black, but I'm just doing it with a marker, so it's dried faster. So I will make them black, and then we are going to glue them on top of our tree. So you see already, I was already busy with something else. I did my tops, I did black with my marker, but I was thinking about my little trees, and I thought I had to decorate them before I do them on top of my sticks. So I did already one a little example for you. So I'm just doing simple some red berries and some green berries on top of it. So I will do the other one also, but it's very easy. You just get a little piece of your berries, just cut them off one by one, and just glue them one by one with your glue gun on top of your tree. And then we are going to finish to put everything together. So now we are going to get it, try to get it together. This will be a very task, because I didn't think of all the obstacles I should have come to. The first I'm going to do, I'm going to try to get the top on inside of here and just work my way through it, because it has to go down here, and you see already he does. And now he is also over here. And what I'm going to do, I don't even know if you can, I will get the camera a little bit higher so you can see both of them, and I'm going to try to find a little bit of the middle, so I can squeeze my. And of course, what I'm going to do right now is on the top, I'm going to glue my little lemon. I painted in the black color. I will glue it on top of it, and then I'm going to glue some this over here, and then I'm going to push this one in higher. This is really confusing what I'm telling. What I'm telling you. I will tell in a moment what I did. Again, I'm going to try to tell you. You see already, I pushed it inside of here in the middle. I did my a little tree already a little bit upstairs. I have my black lemon, and what I'm going to do is just going to glue this on top of my, you see here, on top of my, yeah, you got, maybe you use a dowel, I don't know, at least it is a little. And I'm going to squeeze this, and what I'm going to do, just do a little bit around here, also a little bit glue, not too much, and then you are going to squeeze your little tree on top of it, so he stays this way. And now I'm going to remove a little bit of the glue, and later on we're going to do a little some berries around it, so you won't see the glue. But you see already, I am so happy how he's looking like. So this is a little bit how you're supposed to be turning out, and I show you now a little bit closer. You see here, and I'm going downstairs, and I am so happy with it. So I finish them off, and then I show you the end result of both of my DIYs. So here you see the end result of the 2 little Christmas trees, and this was a learned DIY for me again, because I'm an amateur just like you, and I just used the wrong glue for one of my Christmas tree, because I should have used, of course, glue for my glue gun, or you have to use from glue but especially for fabric. but I used all-purpose glue, and that's not a great great idea to do, but I will work that away. But I have to show you also the mistakes I made so you can learn from it. But at the end I am really happy how they look like, and you see it was so easy and it doesn't have to cost you almost nothing. So I hope you just enjoyed seeing this DIY, and of course I'll show you now the end result of my two little signs I made also. But this was a very learning DIY. So, and here you see the end result of my two little signs I made. Earlier you already saw the DIY, and I am so happy how they turned out. And this gives me a little bit of the old rustic feeling, a little bit vintage, a little bit farmhouse. I always say it is unique unique because you made it your own and you did your own twist on it. And of course here is the another one, and of course this is Christmas wish, and I am really happy how both of them turned out. And so you just saw two very easy DIYs with some twist on it, and of course with the mistakes and with the things which are going right. I am always so happy to show you everything I learn in my DIYs. So I just hope you get inspired, and I just hope you enjoyed watching. And before we go further to our third DIY, I have to tell you that this video is also part of a beautiful hop called Christmas in July Around the World hop. In this hop you will find tons of beautiful Christmas inspiration. Of course it's a little bit early, but I always say it's always time for a little bit of Christmas in your life. So in our description box above you will find a link to the next person in the hop, so go check it out. And of course that person, if you are finished there, also has above in their description box also a link to the next person in that hop. So go on, and so you will be back with Dyanne and me, so you have the whole hop finished and you have tons of beautiful inspiration for the coming Christmas. Just enjoy, and let's go now to our third and last DIY.
Hey, it's Dyanne here. Let's craft. I want to make something for Christmas, and I need my workspace protector, some red acrylic paint, a brush to paint with, and I have 4 paint stir sticks for now. So first I'm going to paint these, and I think they will be ready in a snap. I'll do this the easy way, just pour some paint upon the stick directly. And then I can start painting away. I think it needs multiple layers because this thing doesn't cover up that well. We'll see how much we need. So I'll be back to you when the painting is finished. All the sticks are painted. Now I'm going to glue them together. This is cheap Mod Podge, so it actually basically does the same. It is only not suitable for, to use as a varnish to finish everything off. So I'm going to glue the edges, but I'm not going to glue it like this, not this straight. Oh, sorry, I have to do it here. Not this straight, but I wanted to do a little bit like this, because then you get a really more rustic, authentic feeling, a vintage one, and I want to wrap twine around the edges. So that's how I'm going to do it. Okay, the whole thing is red and glued together. Now it is time for me to bring in the twine. And what I want to do, this is the back side. Just going to wrap around the corners. Oh, I hope you can see what I'm doing. wrap around here, here, just do something. To make it look like it's been, you know, stitched together with the rope. Just do figures that you like. That is totally up to you, but you can make it your own this way. So that's what I'm going to do for all the corners now. And then this is what you get. I just wrap the twine 3 times around this, 3 times around this, 3 times around this, and 3 times around that side, and then crisscross over. Now the back isn't that most beautiful part because I tucked it in under the outer parts and also a little bit around the cross section in the middle. But then you get a really nice farmhouse looking frame. And what I want to do now is heating up my glue gun. Or no, I forgot something. Get myself some Christmas ornaments that I want to actually hang in here. Just like this, down ways. I can hang them up with a little bit of twine, or if you have a beautiful ribbon, use that one, just what you want. And yeah, then top it off with some green or berries or whatever you like for Christmas. And then you get a really nice, cute looking frame. This is the setup that I want, just some Christmas ornaments for the tree. And I just thought that maybe setting up the frame is a better idea to do first, then first attach the ornaments in the frame, because yeah, that might damage your ornaments and we don't want that. So I'm first going to decorate the frame, put it up, and then I think as the last part I'm going to add some twine with the ornaments. Setting up the frame can be easily done with clothespins. What you do, you just pull them apart. Then you glue this part here, put the other in, like that, and glue this side to the back of the frame. And then you have a really nice stand for your frame. The glue gun and the clothespins did its job. This is the back side now. But now the frame is able to stand, so I can further decorate it. Yeah, I think I just want to first decorate this part here. And therefore I have some of these really cute berries here. That, yeah, this is just one large branch, but you can easily, you know, here pull little parts off. Maybe I'm going to use some greenery, I don't know yet. Let me search my craft room to see and find out what I have more to decorate with. My first idea is to put this part of an IKEA plant here. I hope I can go underneath the twine, so I don't need any glue. Yes, that works. Now put this one here. Why I don't want to use glue, because I really love these plants and I really don't want them to damage easily, so better not use hot glue then. Pull this thing here through. Now, that is starting to look really cute. Just tangle this up here a little bit more. And hopefully, yeah, this one needs to go through as well. And then I hope it is really straightly attached. Yeah. This is such a cute thing to see already. Now, what is more Christmassy than adding some berries onto it? I added this branch and some loose ones, which I just cut off the larger one. Now I think here is the final one. Oh, this one's way too large, of course. Let me cut off some more. There we go. I think this one would do great here in this angle. Now, well, I think it is time to add the ornaments. Just take some twine. I'll just take a random length. I have no idea how long it's gonna be. I'm going to measure that out later. And then continue to the other ones. I took off the berries to make it a little bit more easier. Thought that was a handy idea. Now, you just select the length that you want. I think this looks cute for the first one. And then you just make a double knot. Make sure you hide it on the back. And then you can clip off, or cut off, sorry. Oh, this is hard. Let's put it over. Hope that it gets there a little bit easier. Well, if you need an extra hand, just ask your partner or your kids. I'm home alone right now, so I have to do it by myself. Was this the right length? Yeah, I think it was. Tie it really well. And then you can easily cut off the excess part that you don't want. And as you put it up, it's just there. And continue with the other ornaments you want to hang up. You can also use, of course, other Christmas ornaments that you have, but I like these classic ones because I want it to be farmhouse classic, not that much glam, just a rustic and traditional Christmas feeling. I'm going to attach the other ones and attach the berries too, and then we take a look. Ta-da! The ornaments are back on there. I didn't put them so super tight together, so you can easily, divide it a little bit more as the way you want it. Now I'm going to put the berries back. I also wanted to tell you I varied in the color. These ones are matte and the middle ones are of course glossy, and also in the height. So just do whatever you like, what makes you happy, and then we're completely satisfied too. There it goes. Now, something here. And something here too. And there you have it. I've added a little bit more of Christmas branches with glitter. And now I want to make the frame look a bit more vintage because it is a little bit too screaming red. What I'm going to do, I'm taking a pencil and I'm going to draw small stripes to, create a wooden pattern upon the, well actually there's wood, but then divide a little bit more so it gets a little bit more vintage. So you just need a pencil, and I'm zooming in on a particular part here. Well, let's start here at the bottom. I hope that you can see it well. Yes, there's the camera. Now hold the frame and you can just make small reliefs here. Don't forget the side. You can distress this with pencil and continue to work your way up until you're satisfied. Do this part here as well. So work your way around the frame to make it look more vintage. Oh, the greenery is so much better with this little bit of glitter and glamour. I really like the mix. And I'm really happy with how this project turned out. Look at the distressed wood. It's really like it is the natural state of the wood. Oh, I can zoom in a little bit. Look, this is just pencil. What an amazing trick this is. Credits to Janny for this trick. Now, it looks like a farmhouse piece for Christmas. Let us know what you think of it. Show us your opinion in the description box. And we'll be happy to read it.
So this was it already for today's video. I hope you enjoyed watching and just got a little bit of inspiration of it. And like I said earlier, if you're new here and you like this content, I hope you will consider subscribing to the Dyanne and my channel. For everyone else, we wish you all a beautiful, beautiful day. Stay safe, take care of yourself and take care of each other. And we hope to see you in our next video. Love from Dyanne and me. Bye everyone.